Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
Hello, I'm Jordan.
Welcome back to Same Spirit Gaming and more Livelock. About to jump into mission 7 here.
Whoa, we're on 7 already?
Yeah, I did notice there's a total of seemingly 21 missions, though, so we still got a little ways to go.
Alright. Nice.
The Abaddon have constructed a substantial
Seems like it's definitely getting harder.
Also, I know we're not talking about Bible verse stuff yet, but I'm noticing, like, the enemy robots are, like,
I am sending you the
called Abaddon or something like that, or they're, like, made by something called Abaddon. I don't know, but, like, total biblical reference there.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting. There's a lot of media, like games and movies, that take inspiration from the Bible, and a lot of people might not even notice it. But, of course, I know what that reference is, but for those who don't,
yeah,
maybe explain it a little bit.
Yeah, I can't even remember all the details for sure, but Abaddon is essentially one of the, evil beings that, comes up and is mentioned in Revelation in the Bible.
Gotcha. Yeah, we need to go through Revelation. I have read it. It's just, there's like, it's hard to wrap my brain around a lot of the stuff in Revelation. It's just like, I don't know. The language is a lot different than the other parts of the Bible, that's for sure.
Yeah. Also, I think I've kind of figured out the mine launcher a bit better in this game.
Nice. Yeah, you're really cleaning up.
Destroying the fabrication modules is the only way to defeat them.
Really, in a way, they're kind of cleaning themselves up.
Explodey ones.
But I am nearly out of ammo for this, so let's change to something else for a bit.
The fists. Fist of Fury.
Yeah. I looked into it a little bit more. There's also like a hammer option that I could use instead of the gauntlets.
Oh.
But like, I would have to upgrade that a bunch to get it.
Oh, like
to get the stats close to what the gauntlets are. And sorry, I'm backtracking this way because I'm like, wait, there's more than one path here. Should I be taking one versus the other? Oh, geez.
More explodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't have a long-range weapon, those guys would be super difficult.
Well, and it seems like if you just back up for long enough,
Yeah.
they generally kind of, handle themselves.
Oh, what's going on here?
Whoa. Hello.
At least you have a lot of ammo in that.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
I'm surrounded now.
Jeez.
Okay, maybe now I'm not so surrounded, but
Whoa.
yikes. Oh, right. Hiya. Nope, not that one. I did the wrong ability
Very
thing.
strong. Wow.
Okay. Hiya.
Oh yeah, was it you get 3 lives?
No, I think we established there's just like a penalty that you get
Oh yeah.
for each life lost.
Yeah, for someone watching the series, it'd be like, oh come on, you just figured that out, but it's been a minute for us.
Yeah.
More than a minute.
See, I never really like having diverging paths in games that much. just, especially, you know, when recording stuff like this, you don't want to take up too much time, but also I'm like, I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
And, like, which way is the way forward and which way is just, you know, finding extra stuff. I never really know unless it's completely spelled out by the game.
And, like, you could be missing some, like, huge item that could be super helpful. So, yeah, I totally get it. I always like to explore the extra routes. But, yeah, it is, when you're recording, it's like, there's nothing there. Like,
Yeah.
I like that this
looks like something to destroy.
Oh.
But now there are also enemies around here, which is all kinds of fun.
Yeah, this level puts things into perspective of how big stuff is. 'Cause this robot's like way bigger than a car. Huge. It's like a gun.
Come on, quit backing away. Okay. Anyone else? Maybe more accurately, anything else.
That looks like an objective.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just destroy a bunch of those. Oh, picked up an audio log. Which I'm sure does something for achievements and whatever, and, you know.
Yeah. Just a collectible or something. Wow, that's a lot of debris. Pretty good on mine launcher ammo, so that's good.
Oh, jeez. This guy's got quite a bit of health.
See, you've got everything behind you. Where are they coming from?
Oh, come on, really? And that makes 2 lives down. Okay.
Yeah, plenty of time. Yeah, it would be nice to get that, like, overclock thing where you have unlimited ammo.
Or like, alright, bonus movement speed.
Function recalculation, I don't know what that is.
Dang. There's just so many of these dudes.
Wow, your combo wasn't that big that time. I guess.
If they weren't coming from like every direction, I would just use this thing like most of the time.
Oh, can you reflect it back?
Yeah. It took me a couple of missions to realize that, but yeah.
That's pretty useful.
Oh my gosh. Now all the explodey dudes are just like right up in my face.
So those blue things give you more combo too. I'm starting to figure this out.
Oh, okay. So this particular enemy seems to have like some sort of almost invincibility thing going on while it's reloading.
Well, he's almost dead.
Not quite.
Oh.
This is one of those like multiple health bar kind of situations, I think.
No.
Alright, you know what? Hulk smash. Not sure this is going any better, but oh well, he's gone.
He didn't go vulnerable again, so it worked.
I have intercepted an
Nice.
encrypted Abaddon transmission. Decrypting now.
The service belongs to me. Go now, my children. We take what is rightly mine.
Intellect. Return to the outpost immediately.
Turn to
A
outpost
large-scale
immediately.
Abaddon attack is about to commence.
Right after I, scavenge a little bit.
Immediately. Nice.
Okay. I think that does it for that mission.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It felt shorter, but I think it was about the same amount of time as usual. Nice work.
Unlock. What did I unlock there? I'm not totally sure.
An explosion.
Alright, well. While I potentially look into that, maybe we could do the Bible verse.
The Bible verse, yeah. Alright, so the Bible verse I picked for today is Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. And the heading is dealing with sin in the church. If your brother or sister sins, go and point out their fault just between the two of you. If they listen to you, you have won them over. Yeah, kind of short, but basically I like it because it's a lot of people often if they notice that somebody's sinning or just doing the wrong thing, basically they will publicly accuse them in front of other people, or even not talk to that person directly and just talk about them behind their back. And it does a huge disservice to that person, and also just as being a Christian, it doesn't set a good example. There's a lot of verses that talk about gossiping and how gossiping can cause a lot of it doesn't explicitly say that gossiping is a sin, but it does say don't do that. And it's bad. So I feel like this kind of is along the same lines, where if you notice somebody doing something, you just go and address it with them personally.
Yeah. But as I recall, that's actually just step one in the process, because after that it also mentions, like, okay, if that doesn't convince them, then bring somebody else in as like a third party to mediate.
Yes. I can just read the rest of it too if you want. So
Abaddon forces are targeting
if your brother or
the
sister
outpost
sins,
core.
go and point out their fault
Protected
just
at all
between the two of you.
costs.
If they listen to you, you've won them over. But if they will not listen, take one or two others along, so that every matter may be established by the testimony of the person they witness. If they still refuse to listen, tell it to the church. And if they refuse to listen even to the church, treat them as you would a pagan or tax. Yeah, I considered reading that whole thing, so I guess I did this, but
Yeah.
I mean, basically, my point kind of towards the end is you want to leave it as least amount of people as you can. You don't want to just shame somebody for no reason. But yeah, if you're listening, then you have to bring more people into it and start shaming. not like, it sounds bad if I say that, but
Yeah.
the goal is that some people are stubborn and they might not listen to just one person. They need more pressure, I guess, from other people.
Yeah, but as you kind of already said, that you want to start it off kind of trying to settle it on your own with, as few people involved as necessary, because otherwise you're just adding more complicating factors to it.
And I would like to also add something with this verse. They never say to go outside of the church. If they don't listen to the church, you don't bring outsiders in to judge them. You keep it as a matter of the church, and then you treat them as a pagan or tax collector, which you just treat them like anybody else in the world, I guess, but not as a member of the church anymore or the community. So, but the point is, you don't go on Twitter and start tweeting out about somebody like so many people do today if they think someone's doing something wrong. Of course, they didn't have Twitter back then, but I think that's still accurate.
Yeah, still, I mean, like, if you wanted just about the closest Twitter equivalent you could come up with would be like, okay, try and settle it in the DMs first, and then,
Yeah.
like, maybe after that try and bring some other people into the mix. And, like, last resort, go public with it.
The other thing, I think this can also be kind of related to, I mean, it doesn't specifically say it in here, but if you're married, do not go talk, and there are a number of people, but don't go complaining to everybody about your spouse. And I think in the case of a spouse or even the boyfriend or girlfriend, if you do something similar, except don't bring it outside the family, don't bring it outside the church, you try to talk to them about something, they're not listening, bring their parents or siblings into it, try to convince them, and if that doesn't work, bring more family members. And
But, yeah.
You probably need to go to counseling or bring the church into it.
Ashes and rust.
But I mean, it depends what it is. But
Ashes and rust.
I think it's a good stand.
Now, so I have a bit of a story that could kind of, relate to this.
Oh, yeah?
From personal experience and how things maybe don't work that great if you don't follow this.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into a whole lot of detail, but, there was a little while that I was the youth director at a church. But then, apparently, unbeknownst to me, somebody was, taking issue with how I was doing things. They mentioned it to the senior pastor before saying anything to me. And before I know it, senior pastor pulls me aside and says, hey, somebody, or they might have even said a couple of people, I don't know, but somebody is, kind of struggling with how you're doing things here. You should go and try and, resolve this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, here's where things get really weird and complicated, because the senior pastor didn't even tell me who had, who took issue with it. So then I'm left there just trying to kind of, vaguely, so I'm not making it awkward for everybody else, be like, hey, individually to whoever I can as I have a moment here and there, try and be like, okay, so, how's everything going? What do you think about how the youth ministry is going? And I never really got an answer from anybody that seemed to have any issues. So, like,
Yeah, that's weird.
and now, I cannot say for sure whether this was the primary deciding factor, but, honestly, it wasn't too long after that before they well, in their words, they decided to vacate the position. So I lost my job in the midst of all this. Now, again, I can't say for sure that that was the reason for it. It was likely one of multiple, but I don't even know what the other reasons would be.
Right. Yeah, that's weird. I don't
But
know
it
why.
certainly, you know, didn't help my case, whatever the issue was.
Right. Yeah. Really feels like in that case, someone should have gone to you and actually, well, whoever was like complaining should have gone to you or tried to talk to you. And then, yeah, if it was something like this, where either you disagreed or just refused to listen, then bring the higher up into it, or at least somebody else. But I don't know. It just feels a little bit like they don't want to stand by what they're saying. They just want to go behind your back and get you in trouble. But I don't know. That is definitely related to this verse for sure. And I
Yeah,
think
and
you got-
since then, I have become quite a big proponent, a supporter of this verse.
you got a problem, just come talk to me.
And that's what I found extra weird. Like, I tried to make it clear from the get-go that, like, I was fine with people coming directly to me and talking about things. But I don't know, that either this person didn't seem to think that that was actually true, or they just didn't want to put forth the effort to.
Yeah. And so
I-
you never found out, like, doing that?
Yeah, to this day, I still have no clue.
Wow. That is weird.
Your efforts will not change your
Well,
petty
looks like you cleared this
Well
level
done,
too. And this
Livelock.
time, did you die at
You
all? I
arrived
didn't see a
just
death.
in time.
I did not die at all this time.
Woo!
Enter drop pod. There's the drop pod. I was gonna be like,
that's
okay,
it.
where is the drop pod? Is there anything around here that, maybe, but I don't want to eat up a whole bunch of time just looking at random stuff. So, alrighty.
Cool. Good level. Wow. That was nicely done. It looked like a kind of defense tower
Yeah,
thing.
basically
Cool.
trying to defend the core thing that was in the middle, but I also had turrets kind of around the perimeter to help. But,
Wow. Ooh, rare achievement.
okay, I got level 10 with the Vanguard, basically. Also, ultimate function. Interesting.
Powerful function has longer cooldown and cannot be replaced. Okay.
So that might be a third sort of like ability thing.
Interesting.
So yeah, notice that reprint bonus is 100% this time because I didn't lose any lives.
Okay.
Anyway,
Nice.
so yeah, seems like that'll do it for this time around.
All right. Thank you all for watching.
Hope y'all enjoyed.
Next time.
And till next time, bye everybody.
Goodbye.